Good morning, Serious Crew. Welcome back for Serious Gentlemen, episode 9. I'm Tombstone. To my left, right is Shook, one of the business partners of Team Serious and a new member to our panel. Below me is Brozine. He's back for yet another episode because he can't get enough of us. Below Shook is Flap and Smack, where he belongs, back there in that bottom right corner, waving at his little window down there.
Yeah.
Before we get started, just want to say a quick shout out to Team Serious. Thanks again for putting this on for us, giving us a platform to speak our minds about everything from gaming, technology, social injustice, and everything else. It's just a platform for us to speak our minds. Quick shout out to all of our sponsors who are here with us again: Pix Backpacks, GT Racing Chairs, Gamer Grind Coffee, and Rogue Energy, giving us everything that we need. Make sure that you guys are using the discount codes when you're going and shopping with those guys. Also, if I can get a exclamation point Discord in the chat early so that people can get in there and get active with the Discord as well. Real quick, I want to go around the horn, just see what everybody's drinking like normal. It's customary here to tell us what you're drinking, explain why you're drinking it, and let's get started.
I will start off. I'm drinking a fabulous Angry Orchard. It's an American hard cider. Very, very, very sweet, and it's delicious. I'm drinking it because I want to forget everything.
Today, I just have a big jug of water.
Oh, that's that workout mix, the water.
I had a bunch of coffee this morning, and I'm going on vacation Monday, so I have all my beer and seltzers I'm saving for when we get down there. So just a big jug of water till tomorrow.
I'm like Brozine. I just have water in this cup that I've had for years. You can see the black thing over it, kind of. But it's good. It insulates the water very well, so it's still cold. So I can't get rid of it.
And me, I'm drinking a fabulous coffee in my Come and Take It mug, and I've got a Body Armor Light Berry Punch whenever I'm done. So
the fuck is that?
It's kind of a sports drink without all the sugar. It's kind of a juice.
You've been doing sports?
I coach football, man. So I'm like worn out. So
you're worn out standing at the side yelling at people.
I don't do that. That's not the way I coach, but thank you for assuming.
Okay.
You're an ass. We're off to a fast start on this podcast. Sure. No, actually, I get very I run with the kids a lot, and I like to be as active as possible. Obviously, we can't do contact things, but I do like to be with the kids whenever I'm out there. So anyway, enough about that and you throwing body shots at me. That's awesome. I wanted to start off, in a place where we've had a bunch of talks about technology. We've talked a lot about conventions, Comic-Cons, things like that. There were a lot of releases, a lot of world premieres that we've gotten to see this week.
World premiere.
So I want to talk with you guys about, I want to go to a place in gaming where something was announced and it either, well, first I want to talk about the games that were announced and then they completely disappointed you, which I know Fallout 76 is coming. Mm-hmm. And then I want to talk about the ones that were announced that you thought were going to suck and they really surprised you. So see, not so. He never misses a chance to blame Fallout. So let's start with the disappointment. Let's talk about the game that was announced that disappointed you the most. Then we'll turn around and end on a positive note. We'll talk about which one surprised you. Flap, you can go first.
I'm willing to bet there's a couple of us in here that have the same disappointment. I hope I'm not alone when I say this, but No Man's Sky fully roped me in. It looked incredible in the trailers, and then I bought it, and I played 3 or 4 hours of it, and then I cried because it was nothing but a waste of money.
I bought that game when I didn't even know anybody. I didn't stream. I just gamed.
Same.
And I remember just going, what the hell is this?
Mm-hmm.
I remember going on the Reddit and people found like each other. They were like supposedly, you could never, there were so many planets you'd never see somebody else. And then they found the same planet on launch day and found out that there's no actual multiplayer. It was just like a lie that hadn't been implemented yet.
I remember that Reddit thread.
Yeah, it was very, very disappointing.
They were pissed, weren't they?
Yeah,
I'm sure the disappointment there was high. Salt
It was
content.
astronomical.
That was a really bad attempt. I appreciate it though. All right. Anyway, Brosy, let's keep it moving.
Biggest disappointment of all time, Battlefield series. I feel like we went to we were like at the peak.
Yeah.
Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. And then 1 was like, maybe they'll redeem themselves. And then 5 hit and they went the BR route. And it just doesn't play the same as when I was a kid and it was all about, well, I guess I say kid, but you know what I mean? Young adult. And it was, squadding with your homies. And it was more, it felt more like a easier mill sim, I'll put it that way, than like Arma. It was very tactical and I enjoyed it. And now it's more like, well, let's just, like
it's
Modern
like
Warfare and let's put a battle royale in there and stuff like that. So I'm really hoping that when the next Battlefield comes out, it's actual modern gunplay and more towards their roots. I have high hopes.
Yeah.
So Bad Company 3.
Let's pray. I think that those two genres have needed to stay separate, and they've done a really bad job of doing that. Like, I always preferred Battlefield because it was realistic. I always liked playing COD because it was more of a simulation style, more of an arcade style, excuse me. And
Yeah.
I really wanted to keep those two separate. So when me, you, Natso, Felix, and all of us used to game on Battlefield, the like 6 or 7 of us that would play, it was always fun, but the game just wasn't what I thought it was going to be either.
Right.
I'm completely with you. All right, Shook, what about you?
For me, it had to be Duke Nukem Forever because they hyped that thing up for so long, and then when it finally came out, it was horrible, really bad.
That was a hell of a production time as well, wasn't it?
Don't blame me, but I'm kind of hoping that Serious Sam does not go that route. I hope it blows all expectations out of the water. Really excited about that one.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think the whole Team Serious community hopes Serious Sam blows expectations out of the water, just for sake of it. I'm going to take kind of an unpopular route. I truly love Destiny 1. I got so far into Destiny when it first dropped. Sage and I, we played Destiny for, we played 400 or 500 hours within a few months. And so when they announced Destiny 2, I was really excited to get into it. And now it's redeemed itself. But man, when it first dropped, it just was not what I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
I was so terribly disappointed. And I always knew that they would come back and kind of redeem themselves. I didn't think it would go this far because the game's great now. I love the game now. But boy, when it first dropped.
How many years later?
Yeah. I mean, it was a honest to God, it was a gut punch when I first picked up Destiny 2 because we had waited for 5 years and there was just no content to it. It was a skeleton of a game. And so we ran through it in about, probably a day. We were done with the content and there was nothing in game at the time. Like there were no raids, no good raids. Like everything about the game was just shit. And so now I play it and we still get into it. And I know a lot of Team Serious, a lot of UV are playing it and we like getting back into it, grinding it out. But boy, at first that game sucked.
Didn't they spend like a buttload of money?
The first two
game?
expansions sucked too.
Yeah, I mean, they were invested in it because of the hype from Destiny 1 because it was such a deep game. But boy, when they released it, they missed the mark. We talk a lot about Fallout 76 missing the mark, but Destiny 2 did too. I mean, it really missed. And they've redeemed themselves, whereas, Bethesda's kind of said, fuck it, we're done.
Right.
But, man,
Bethesda.
I almost it was just a gut punch that took my breath away when I saw Destiny 2 come out. And their cinematics were great. Their graphics were great. The gameplay was okay. But there was just no content to that game. Just an absolute skeleton. So with that being said, let's jump the other way. What games have been announced that you looked at and you were like, I'm never going to play this, but then when you did, it was amazing to you? We'll go the opposite way. We'll start with Shook and Flap, and then we'll move around to Flap and Shook.
For me, it might have been Minecraft. I did not want to give that game a chance.
Hey, same.
Hey, we got a Minecraft hit.
I didn't want to give that game a chance. I saw it and I was like, what the heck is this game about? It's a bunch of blocks and it looks like a little kid game. And I
That's
started
why I
getting into it and I played hours and hours of that game. I built so many things in it. And then I was like, I just gave up after that. But yeah, it was that Minecraft.
Oh.
Yeah, man, same.
Really? You didn't want to play Minecraft when it came out?
No.
I mean,
Did you run around and kill people?
literally the first day.
Well, I think it was like 3 or 4 days afterwards. But I'd played it when it was on the because it was a browser game originally, wasn't it? I played a
believe
little bit of
so.
that. I thought this was terrible. I'm not going to buy this, and then I fucking bought it, and it's 10 years later. I still goddamn play it.
I remember my
shake your head
cousin
at me.
playing that game from day one. I've never been a fan. Not a hater. I just can't play it. It's not for me.
I'm
Yeah,
the
you're not
same way.
smart enough.
I don't have the creative mind to build stuff like that. I think it's the problem.
I
You're
can't.
like
one of the most
envision
creative
anything.
here.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're one of the most creative in this panel.
You're awfully creative, so that
Yeah,
can't be
but
the
not with blocks. I don't even play Legos or anything. I don't know how to do that stuff.
Mega blocks.
I mean, but that's like whenever I play a game like that, I can't play on creative mode. So I have to have the challenge of trying to survive.
Mm.
That game just doesn't do it for me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe someday.
I've got a famously short attention span, so I agree with you on that. The creative mode doesn't do it for me.
Creative is. Bleh. I mean,
Yeah.
I do enjoy seeing works of art in there because I've seen people who've put years into a building, but
Right.
at the end of the day, I'm like, why would you do that?
Mm.
I guess the same thing can be said with me playing League because I play League for thousands and thousands of hours for nothing to show for it, but all the same. Anyway, Brosine, what's your biggest success story, your biggest surprise?
A game that I played that I didn't think I'd like was when all the auto chess stuff was hot. I played the League one, and I played the not the original Dota mod, but the actual Dota Underlords version.
Yep.
And they were both awesome. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was just like a fad thing because I don't really play them anymore. But you're just sitting there like you got nothing to do, and you can just load up and play your favorite League characters or your favorite, Dota champs or something. It was actually surprisingly fun for a little bit. So I probably played that for like 2 months or so on and off. If when I heard auto chess though, I was just like, I think I'm going to sleep on this fad, and then I just damn near it's got me to install it.
I have never heard of that.
Really?
It was a real quick popularity thing. It's not even popular anymore. I don't
It's
think.
really not. I mean, you've got your cult following for that too, but
Yeah.
Teamfight Tactics is the League version, and it's phenomenal.
Not clear what that is.
It's really weird.
You're just saying words at me.
Well, I'll teach you someday. I know you love League so much.
Mm-hmm.
I think my biggest surprise was Subnautica. I
Nice.
looked at Subnautica and I thought it was going to be absolute garbage. I thought it was going to be kind of like No Man's Sky was, where there wasn't a whole lot there. I thought it was kind of poorly advertised, but when it came out and I played it, you can get lost in Subnautica. I mean, you can just stay there for thousands of hours and not ever really truly. I mean, you can immerse yourself so much in that little world. And I think something that helped me was that I loved the movie Avatar, the Blue Man Avatar. And so when I fell in love with Pandora on that movie, I fell in love with the world of Subnautica too. I love all the colors and flashy lights and things to do. But I've heard people say that they can't play Subnautica because of their fear of the ocean. I think Tremolian's the one that said it to me.
Yes, he did.
That
I remember
he
that.
can't play Subnautica because he's got such a fear of the ocean and its immense space that he can't play it.
Yeah. So I've just thought of 2 other surprises, for me at least. Super Bunnyman.
You guys played
And-
that a lot.
It's fantastic fun. And Stardew Valley.
Ooh, Stardew.
Never
See,
thought I'd like it.
See, I'm a big Graveyard Keeper fan, and I never thought I'd like Graveyard Keeper, and I fucking loved it. But I just do not care for Stardew. Sage and Jimmy, they can play damn Stardew until they're blue in the face, but I can't do Stardew, man.
I like the
Right.
like the crafting survival type games. Don't like base building. I hate when I have to go build my own walls and floor and stuff. I mean, adding on to it like Raft, where you kind of start with a base, that's okay.
Yeah.
But again, with like Minecraft, I can't envision like where I'm gonna put my kitchen fire.
You've
you know?
never watched me play Minecraft, have you?
No.
Because you
I
just
skip
suck at
I
what
skip
you're
all those YouTube videos. I only watch the other stuff.
saying. My heart.
I can't imagine somebody that doesn't like Raft. Is there anybody in chat or maybe here on the panel that doesn't like Raft? I mean, I started out hating it, and then I got into it with Flap and one of my buddies who's in the military, and we started playing Raft, and I fucking love that game.
I can't believe how deep that
Well,
game goes. I didn't know it went into like, I don't know. I saw somebody playing like Endgame Raft, and there was like animals everywhere and like ships they were exploring. I'm like, this is not what I thought this game was going to be about.
Yeah, you've got to sail to like different coordinates. You have to build
Yeah.
like an antenna system. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's a story.
Right. Whenever I first picked it up, I thought I was playing Minecraft.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about Raft is the goddamn it makes me seasick.
Yeah, it can definitely do that. Especially if you're out there just floating around and doing nothing. I mean, but, another surprise for me was Rocket League. I thought I was going to hate the hell out of Rocket League. I thought Rocket League was the dumbest idea ever, driving cars and hitting this big ass ball. And then I started playing.
You think that?
Well, at least we're honest here. I don't know, man. I really enjoy Rocket League. I like that burst of competitive spirit. I'm not in shape enough to go out and I'm not in shape enough to go out and play sports anymore. So the competitive side of esports, and when I don't have time to play League competitively, I'll play Rocket League because Rocket League's a 5-minute burst, and I kind of get that burst of adrenaline that I want, and I'm over it. I know Shook really likes Rocket League, and I know a lot of the guys from Team Serious love Rocket League, but I'm just not good enough at it. But that's another one that surprised me. Shook is a god at Rocket League. Yeah.
No, I'm not. I play on mouse and keyboard. I can't adjust to play on a PlayStation controller or Xbox, so that's how I've been playing this whole time.
I've heard that it's really difficult to play on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I can't play mouse and keyboard, so you're better than I am.
It's tough, man. It's really tough, but that's how I'm used to. I tried picking up a controller, and I'm just so used to the mouse and keyboard now. I can't adapt.
I play like 3 games on mouse and keyboard. Everything else, I still prefer my controller. Madden, FIFA, any racing game. I generally play with my controller. I'll play Warzone and shooters. I'll play mouse and keyboard, but for the most part,
I tried to play Madden with keyboard once. It was horrible.
I can't imagine doing that.
The controls are just very awkward when you're not used to it.
I always default back to my Xbox controller. I mean, I always have it sitting right here. So if I don't feel comfortable with mouse and keyboard, I just pick it up and go. Say the same thing. Hell, we're all the same. We all have them just right within arm's reach.
Yep. I only use mine for racing games.
Everyone has a controller. I guess I don't use this, but it's here.
Hey.
Everybody's got a PS4.
Good luck.
I don't like the way the PS4 controller feels, so I've always had my Xbox. I prefer PS games and I prefer the console, PlayStation over Xbox, but I like the Xbox controller more.
I guess I'm just so used to the controller. I don't know. I don't have a problem with the Xbox controller either, though. I mean, they both feel comfortable. I just always have this from downstairs.
What the
the
fuck?
OG.
The OG, the gray one.
Vintage.
Damn.
What else you got in there, Flap? Can you open every single one of them and show us?
Oh my god!
Oh, is that the generic brand?
That's the Player 2.
That's the first Mad Catz controller from 1980.
I can go for a Wii, or we can go with the. Let's have a look.
You got a Stadia controller in there? I mean,
Bam!
the DualShock.
PS2.
Yeah, man.
Or another one. I think I have like 8 of these in here, so I'm not going to go through all of them.
Do you have like the NES Zapper?
Oh, the zappers. Those were good.
No, I don't have an NES.
Really? With all the other stupid shit you have, you don't have the NES?
I don't think I do.
You call yourself a true gamer?
Was it in the pictures I sent you the other day?
Oh, in the
you
group
just
chat?
lost
I wouldn't know.
credibility, Flap.
Well, if you want in the group chat, you've got my down.
I'm waiting.
Oh,
to
here we
click
go
the
again.
chat.
Oh, the N64.
Okay.
I
The only
refresh
problem with that
every day.
controller, the only problem with the N64 controller is that damn joystick, man.
Yep.
That thing went limp after like 3 days.
Yep.
So this is a real test.
Absolute garbage.
Who knows what this one's from?
The Atari.
Oh, Atari.
Which one though?
Don't know.
I didn't know there were
Atari,
different ones.
Atari 3000 or something. I don't know.
I'm not gonna
Oh.
guess. I was before my time.
2600.
Before my time. You are older than me. Stop that.
Oh, here's a real relic.
Oh,
I love
Dreamcast. With
Best
the memory
controller.
card.
The
Best
memory
controller
card.
ever made.
Damn, the memory cards.
What a weird controller.
It was a weird controller, but I think a lot of these companies that are designing controllers are going off that same design. I mean, if you look at the new PlayStation controller, it looks so much like the old Dreamcast if you take out the memory card.
Well, you remember the original Xbox controller? That thing was huge.
It's
Yeah.
huge.
Oh, the Duke. Was it
With that
called?
wasted space of that huge X emblem in the middle, like
Yeah.
there was nothing. It wasn't
It was
even a
absolutely
reactive
nothing.
button. It was just a big plastic emblem.
Oh, 360. Cool.
The 360 one.
I will say I think the 360 is one of the best controllers that ever came out. That was a very
Oh, yeah. Very comfortable.
ergonomic controller. I played a lot of Xbox 360.
Do you have a GameCube controller, Flap?
Oh man! So we'll get together with Natso and his family every now and again, and we'll play on the Switch. And he's got one of those GameCube controllers. There was never a more confusing ass controller to me. Like it wasn't bad. Like the buttons were just weird as shit. Like there was this
The
big
yellow
massive
joystick always aggravated me.
there was a big massive button on the right side, and then like 3 little buttons, and I could
Yeah.
never master how to hit the right ones.
That's my controller right there because I play a lot of Smash Bros. So
Smash
I
Brothers,
use
yeah.
Yeah.
the GameCube controller.
I know my kids love that controller, but I just never could get to it. And so I've done a lot of messing around with different controllers. I've like the Nintendo, the NES, then you go with with other controllers like the Xbox, the PlayStations, all the way up through their generations. But I don't know. I've never had one that I really like until Xbox One came out.
Oh, Sega Saturn!
He does have the Saturn.
Oh, you have
Worst
like everything.
He does
Worst
seem to have
console
everything.
around. Also, I don't know where it is.
You said that's the worst console you own?
Oh, it's fucking terrible, man.
It is, but it's got some classics like Daytona USA, Virtual Cop. I mean, those are pretty good.
Well, this is.
That's
Wow,
perfect.
Looks very well taken care of.
Shit. No, that's my headphone cable.
I have some of those controllers too somewhere in storage, Flap. Maybe we should do a vintage game night or something. I'm down
Oh,
for some Saturn.
Hell yeah.
The Sega produced the one game that I will always love, no matter how old I get. Altered Beast will always be a game that whenever I
Yeah.
plug in my Sega Genesis, Altered Beast will always come on. And like so my kids will always ask me to plug in the Sega, and I'm always like, okay, I'll plug it in. Next thing you know, I'm the kid that's sitting on the floor playing for 30 minutes. Streets of Rage is another one. I
Yeah,
love
I'm
that.
down. Streets of Rage 2 is my game. I beat that game maybe like 500 times.
I think a lot of people love Sonic on that generation, but I never got into Sonic. I always played
Sonic
the
for Genesis was pretty cool.
That's the one I'm talking about. A lot of people, I don't know. I didn't care
Oh,
for Sonic.
Genesis.
I
Oh,
love
Genesis.
that.
You mean the Mega Drive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where's
There's
the
a dumbass
original?
In here somewhere.
I'm a Sonic main. I mean, I knew you liked Sega. I didn't know you liked Sonic. Like I've got Sonic the collection on my PC now, and I play it from time to time, but not really big into Sonic. My son's way into Sonic. I mean, way
The problem
too
with
much.
Sonic is the new ones suck. They ruined it.
Do you guys play Battletoads?
Yeah, big Battletoads fan here.
So good.
The only thing I didn't like about Battletoads is when I was a kid and I couldn't comprehend like mechanics that were above my brain. It was that little, like, you had to drive the little vehicles through the sewer and you couldn't slow down. You had to like dodge the barrels. I could never dodge the barrels to get to the next section. So from my experience of Battletoads was only playing up to that point, and then I would always die.
Dragon.
Yeah, Battletoads was my thing, and Natsu knows, being my brother and all. So we played that growing up, and we played Battletoads Double Dragon when that came out too, and a lot of Double Dragon games. All these fighting games we used to play all the time.
Turtles in Time was another that was really good.
Mhm.
It was way
Very
before
good.
its time.
I still
Wait,
play it, man.
How about this bad boy?
Dang,
Wow.
I think it wasn't that great actually, if I remember.
No, it's not.
You got like a game history collection in your house, man.
I do. How about this? We spoke about this earlier.
I think
Throw it away, man.
soon we're gonna have to bring
£3.
out,
$3? Oh, £3? £3?
£3.
soon we're all gonna have to bring out our collections because I have a extensive collection in this closet over here.
Same.
I've got the the gold plated Zelda from the NES.
Oh, yeah.
Like I have that one in the box.
Damn.
Just the box alone is worth like $2,000.
Flap, let's go ahead and see what's behind door number 3 behind you.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
This one.
Oh no!
There's like 4 laptops, right?
Limited
We got-
edition first laptop from Pentium.
Laptop. Another laptop.
Why?
Holy
Why so
shit.
many?
Hold on a second.
Because he's a hoarder, man. Can't get rid of it. Look at that granite, that fake granite look.
Laptop.
They made a laptop out of
What was
granite.
that little laptop? That looked like a little Vita
Damn.
laptop.
Oh,
You would think-
no.
You would think that granite laptop was much heavier.
Right.
Shit is way too light to be granite.
It's not granite. It's marble. Come on.
Even still.
Didn't know I had this.
Inspired by the marble on Minecraft.
What else have we got?
I don't know what
found
the hell is
some
going on
consoles.
here. We've lost
I've
complete
lost.
The Wii.
Yeah.
This has turned into what's in Flap's box.
Right. Here we go.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wow.
Okay. But what's in it?
Oof.
Metal Gear.
Metal
Think
Gear.
Gear goes in?
That's good.
I
don't
don't
have
have
a
idea
guess.
what would be in there.
Look-
Skate
look
3.
me in the eye.
Skate
What did
3.
you say?
Wow.
Dang. So predictable, Flap.
Wow. Would you look at that? Damn, Rosie.
True,
There's a spot in
true
there as well.
skaters.
How the hell did you know that?
We bonded over that game.
We did. We did. Can I put this down now? It's really heavy.
Yeah, man. So Skate 3 kind of like a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater?
Oh.
I'm still gonna play it. I'll still play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Oh my god!
See you later.
Shook, we have had this discussion extensively about which one of those two is better.
Can't believe you did that.
And Flap gets very hurt.
I didn't even
Spider.
know. My bad. Dude.
I'm of this opinion. I was telling Merc and some people. If you skated for like 1 to 2 years, or you just liked the X Games, you probably like Tony Hawk. If you've been skating your whole life or been in an aggressive like sport like BMX or something, you probably would cater towards skate more for the realism. You know, you need to like get speed to do tricks and push and play the right angle to do things. And that's what me and my skate buddies back in the day would just hang out on like a little ledge. We wouldn't even experience most of the game. We just only went to like one ledge in the game, and we would just hang out there and just have a few beers and play skate, which is like horse if you've never played it. But, you know, just kind of hang out.
But
Spot on.
I think when you talk about games like that, when you have an arcade version versus a simulation version, kind of like we talked about with COD and Battlefield earlier, it depends on experience, because I know my military friends who, especially my Army friends, they always cater to Battlefield. They're always on Battlefield first.
Yeah.
And my friends that are kind of like, they don't care anything about military realism, they just want to run and gun, they're the COD players. I think the same can be said about sports games. You know, when back in 07 when we had NFL 2K versus Madden. Those of you that wanted the real experience went to the 2K version, whereas everybody else who just wanted an arcade went to Madden. And I think that's pretty common. I never made the connection between Skate and Tony Hawk, but you're absolutely right.
What about the Fortnite players?
They can stay where they are.
Those are the ones who are enlisting with the Space Force next month.
Did any of you play this?
Oh yeah, that was like the first always online PS3
Mag
military game or shooter game.
Yeah, 256 players.
The first
I played
MMO.
I played the shit out of this game, and then it had a
Still
1
waiting for
gigabyte
Mag 2.
update, and I was like,
Mag 2 coming next month.
You
World
want to talk about old shooters? Who remembers Blacklight Retribution on Steam way back? The
Man,
servers aren't even up anymore.
That is throwing it back. Oof.
It was like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, but 10 years earlier than Advanced Warfare.
I think that's actually a good point. That's where a lot of games lose me, is when they take something that Titanfall is probably the best example of this, because they went too far with mechanics. They just said, oh, you can run on this side of the wall, you can run upside down, you can do flips. Like, just give me my damn Titan and let me run around and shoot things. I don't want to do all this loop-de-loop shit. I think that's why, Dave just said it in chat. And when we throw back to old games, 007 is kind of it. But the reason why is because it was so simple. You just ran around and shot. Keep it simple, stupid. For God's sakes.
Titanfall 2's campaign is extremely underrated, though. Often overlooked because of when it released. People experienced it, but I remember I was literally working in Los Angeles, and it literally dropped right between Call of Duty and Battlefield. So like Call of Duty came out, and then randomly Titanfall. They're all the same price. And then Battlefield, that was the year Battlefield 1 came out. So everyone was like on board with, okay, let's see what they got to offer. And people just kind of slept. And I think PS Plus gave away Titanfall 2 like a few months later. It was like a free game.
I'll admit that I have not played Titanfall 2 at all. I've never even picked it up. I was so pissed at the first one that I didn't play the second one.
It was pretty cool. I mean, the story's worth the play. I don't know the multiplayer, how he would even hold up in today's age, but the multiplayer I remember being extremely fast, way too fast for my type of gunplay style.
That's another one that really disappointed me. Sorry, it just clicked in my brain. Rise, The Fall of Rome, or Rise, Son of Rome. That game, it was a first release on Xbox One. It was the first game released on the Xbox One. And because of its straight line gameplay, it was absolute garbage. Looked beautiful. I mean, it was fantastic. It really showcased what the Xbox One could do, but Rise was dog shit. I played it, beat it, but now that it's out on Steam, I'm just like, nah, never again.
I missed a lot of Xbox. I think I just haven't played Xbox One too much.
Well, now it's all on PC. I mean, almost everything that they put out is on PC. You can always go back and experience it, but I don't think Rise would do well on PC. It's just too, I mean, at the same time you were getting that, you were getting open world games. You were getting like The Witcher. You were getting Fallout 4 was really hitting its stride. And then all of a sudden they throw this game at you, which again, Rise looked amazing, but it was straight line. You couldn't explore, you couldn't do anything. And it was just like the battle mechanics were kind of similar to God of War. Hit this button now, hit this button now, hit this button, and it would do some cool innovation. It just wasn't what it was meant to be. Yeah, it was, I don't know, it let me down. And I'm as a history teacher, I love the Roman timeline. I love Rome. I love Greece as much as anybody. You ruined it. And so that's the reason why certain games get pushed. Yeah, I think that's what we're seeing a lot now, especially in today's world. Where
with the cancel culture, man. If you deploy your game at the wrong time and everybody's not about it. Look at Crucible. Hot for a minute, and then people are like, "Oh, this So it needs this, and then the echo chamber was like, "You're right, I'm not playing it." Now it's back in closed beta, and they pushed their other game back a year. I think or 6 months, maybe it was, but kind of created a chain reaction through the development of all their games.
And now you get like games that are really sought out. Like you've got Cyberpunk that's going to release sometime, and it's just like a big weight holding over everybody's head because you don't want to have Cyberpunk drop as soon as you drop your game. So, because Cyberpunk is that way. I mean,
yeah,
it's like that elephant in the room that you need Cyberpunk to fall or to drop because then you can release all your other games and compete. But right now they just won't do it.
I think people are getting very hyperinflated expectations about Cyberpunk because when they use verbiage like we're taking this time to make sure every single thing is perfect. Well, that's like perfect to the developer's image, like that's not our head, what we deem perfect. So I'm worried that critics or the Reddit gamer are going to bash it. But I think it's going to be an excellent game no matter what, even if it doesn't live up to my own personal, what I want the game to be.
And this is exactly why I wanted to get onto this discussion. Sorry, Shook, I just kind of cut you off. But I kind of wanted to get onto this discussion because we've got a lot of games that are coming out now. The new Halo, you've got Fable being re-released, or maybe it's a new release. We still haven't really figured that out yet. You've got Cyberpunk coming out. And I think a lot of people are in for that surprise and disappointment factor of this is going to hurt.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. How do you combat, like, say, Cyberpunk, right? And browsing, he said, it may be perfect to the developer, but how do you combat, when it comes out, there's always going to be something that's going to be wrong with the game that someone's not going to agree or like critics will, say, well, it's amateur, but this and that, it's all about the hype. It's all about the advertising. So when it comes out, I guess the only judges will be us, right? We'll see if it's good or not. It could be good to the developer, but it could be trash to us. So
looking at you, Bethesda.
A good point. Yeah.
I think the one that's going to hurt me the most is they've already said that they're not going to release a Witcher 4, but they're going to move over to a different timeline and they're going to focus on Cirilla more. And if that game sucks, I'm going to be pissed. They're not going to work on that until Cyberpunk is done, obviously, but or they're not going to even talk about it. But boy, if the next Witcher series game sucks, it's going to hurt, especially with the release of the Netflix series and all this hype around Geralt. The Witcher series has just blown up because of Netflix, and The Witcher 3 was such a great success. But that's the problem with success.
I'm ready for some new franchise IPs, to be honest. I am
too.
We grew up with Witcher, Gears, Dragon Age. We have they're all hitting Dragon Age 3, Gears of War 5. I want my son to grow up with a new IP. I don't want him playing Fallout 98. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Get something fresh out there. We obviously want something new. You don't have to keep reinventing the wheel every time graphics improves. Like some IPs, I get it, but at this point, I just feel like a few new IPs that went through a few iterations, 1, 2, 3, stuff like that. It would be really fresh right now, especially with the new consoles coming out. So that's what I'm hoping to see in the next 10 years.
I think we're all getting that sense with Halo. I mean, I know I am. I'm personally, when they announced Halo, I was just like, oh, cool. Check the box. It's this iteration of Halo. I mean, I'll probably play it, but I'm not on the edge of my seat for it. Granted, they screwed me up when they released ODST, but
people were hating on that demo. I thought the demo was cool, man. I thought it looked exactly like I imagined Halo would look.
Yeah.
People were saying the graphics looked like shit. I'm just like, well, what do you expect? It's a Halo game. It's not like Call of Duty realism type 4K. I mean, I get that expectation, but that wasn't what I was expecting from Halo. I thought it looked great.
I don't remember Halo ever looking good.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
it was never meant to. It was meant to have
Huh.
a smooth gameplay, a wonderful story, and it has Master Chief. Like that's what Halo was built around. I mean, they were always very creative, and they kind of led the way for multiplayer. But I don't know. I'm not. When they released Halo the other day and they said world premiere of Halo, I was just like, nah, silly. I didn't care any mind.
Yeah.
The Master
Goes back
Chief
to-
voice lines, though, are always epic. I love that voice actor.
Fantastic. Best out there.
Easy with that shit. Best out there.
Are you guys scared or worried for any upcoming releases?
Cyberpunk.
I'm worried about Skate 4.
Yeah, I bet you that game takes a while to develop.
Yeah, and the longer I think we wait, the
The
worse.
Last
it's
of
gonna-
Us 2 announced in 2016. It just came out.
Yeah,
and
agree.
was
And we've already been waiting like 5 years for Skate.
Mm.
I think that The Last of Us 2 generally was seen as a disappointment.
You think?
I haven't played yet.
I haven't played it, but I just don't. When The Last of Us 1 was done and you finished it, like it swept you off your feet. And this is the problem with success. When you get this big game and you have success, it's so damn hard to follow it. Like the whole community is like, let's go. We need another one. Fallout 4 is another one. You had Fallout 4. It's one of the greatest games that have ever been played. How the fuck do you follow that up? Pardon my language, but
But
how do you
Fallout
follow
76.
and then you completely suck. And that's why I'm so worried about the next Witcher series, because Witcher 3 was, gosh, it's such a great game. And I don't think you can follow that.
I think we start to see a pattern here, don't you think?
Well, games suck and we should stop.
So yeah, so you have like the first 1 or 2 games that are good, and then how do you follow up that? Flop most of the time.
Mm.
It's a double-edged sword. It's like if you stick to the tried and true formula, people are going to be like, well, there's nothing new to do. It's just the same game in a different city type thing,
Right.
And then if you go too off the beaten path, it's like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and you're like, why am I in space shooting things right now? This is all about Captain Price.
You
Why?
say that, but look at GTA. Every
Well,
single one has had a massively different feel.
Yeah.
Well, the premise is generally the same.
Yeah,
Well,
you know,
since
you
3.
kill people, bang prostitutes.
Sell drugs,
God, yeah, but
kill cops.
yeah,
You know what game I am worried about, though, to Flap's point, is the new Elder Scrolls that they announced way off into the distance.
mm-hmm.
Bethesda doesn't really have my confidence. That game and the new one, what's Starfield or something like that? I mean, obviously it's way too early to even say, but given Fallout, it's like Battlefield. They need to like win my confidence back. I think a lot of people are around the same way.
But that's incredible that you say that, because when Fallout 4 was really at its peak, everybody loved Bethesda. Everybody was so behind Bethesda, trusted them with everything we had. We threw everything behind them. And it's very similar to what we're doing with CD Projekt Red, right? You've got Cyberpunk and it's following Witcher. So Witcher 3 was great. Let's see what you do with Cyberpunk. And we put all of our trust in it. And if this thing fails, I'm off the train. You'll have to earn me back. And that's the same thing Fallout did and Bethesda did. So Bethesda has to prove themselves again now with this new project that they're working on.
I have faith in them.
It's because you're an optimist. Eternal optimist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got me.
That's why I read an article on them trying to continue the Half-Life series, and that's why we never got a Half-Life 3, because they just couldn't follow up with anything better than Half-Life 2, so they stopped it there, and then we got that VR version of whatever it's called, and then that's it.
Did anyone play that? Alex or something?
There's a few people in my clan that have played it. I guess it's pretty good.
No, never touched it.
I don't own the VR. It's kind of out of my price range still. I feel like it's going to be out of my price range forever. But if I ever get one, I'd love to experience stuff like that.
Yeah, same.
Well, I think the next iteration of games that I will be worried about, that I'm truly worried about, Flap, is Civilization. I love the Civ games. I don't think Civ 6 hit the mark. I know a lot of people love it. I think it was too robust. When you're talking about a turn-based strategy game, I love those kind of games. I do love strategy games, RTS or turn-based, either one. But sometimes you can overdo it. And I think Civ 6 way overdid it.
What do you mean overdo it?
There's too many upgrade paths. There's too many build paths.
Too many options.
The game can last way too damn long. I've started Civ 6 games with people that last 12, 14 hours. And if you really want to drag it out, you can go 20, 25 hours if you don't produce combat. If you don't go out of your way to produce combat. Because there's ways to cap yourself in like a religious victory or a scientific victory. There's ways that you can cap yourself and you can't win that way anymore. And I think you missed the mark on those. So Civ needs a bounce back for me. I think another one is I would love to see a new Age of Empires come out too.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Yes, same. Damn it, where's my Age of Empires copy? Hold on.
I know Team Serious is looking into doing an Age of Empires competition. I think that'd be fun. But I kind of want to see them bring out a new iteration against what Brosine said. I kind of want to see a new Age of Empires and see what it can do.
Did you guys ever play Rise of Nations?
Yep. Loved it.
I loved that game.
It's kind of a knockoff, but it was.
Yeah, they were very similar, back in that day, type go through the eras and up and strategize, that kind of stuff.
So I like reading, especially in old PC games, the requirements. I don't know if it'll focus small enough. But Oh, come on. Focus, you fuck.
Windows 95 through XP. Wait, not 2000 compatible. Wow.
16 megabytes? Nice.
Yeah. 4-speed CD-ROM and 230 megabytes.
Wow, DirectX 5.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Can the Granite laptop run that?
You know it, baby.
Plug that Granite. That's funny. Wow. I don't
Once
know.
again, it's marble.
It still looks marble granites. Jesus. Only somebody like you would actually care that we said that wrong. All right. So with that being said, let's get to something else that I want to.
There's a classic right there.
It's absolutely the best.
Oh no,
64.
This one is purely for you, Tombstone.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
that was a good game. That was a good one.
Whoop.
Oh, Banjo-Kazooie, that's a good one.
So I've seen a lot of conversations around comparisons of games. Are you guys a Donkey Kong Racing or are you guys a Mario Kart?
Crash Team Racing.
What the hell? Get out of here.
Diddy Kong Racing?
I think it was.
Yeah, Diddy Kong
Racing.
How
I
that
didn't play it.
game
I'm a
didn't
Mario
get
Kart guy. So
how that game did not get an updated game, I have no idea. That game was definitely worth at least a second one because it was fun like Mario Kart, but it also had like exploration, puzzles, different stuff like that made it a little bit more in depth than just racing and throwing stuff at each other.
Right, it had a replay value to that game.
But in the same vein, I don't know why Twisted Metal is not current either, because everyone would play Twisted Metal right now.
They made a new one, didn't they?
When? Not recently.
It can't be recently.
Maybe on PS3.
I think it was PS3.
Twisted Metal Black, I think, was the last one.
Twisted Metal would be absolute fire. I would love to see it on.
Dude, an updated Twisted Metal is like, maybe we'll see it one day. I don't know. People would shit their pants if PlayStation dropped a Twisted Metal trailer. People wouldn't know what to do.
Right.
I think so. That's the counter argument too. Is we love the nostalgia factor. We love being able to go back to our roots. Oh my gosh, hit and run.
That's a game that needs a remake.
I was never a big Simpsons guy, man. I don't care for the Simpsons. I don't care for South Park either. So I'm off the train on
that one. So this is the last game I'm going to show. This is the best game in my collection. My Baby Girl.
My baby
Please
girl.
log off the stream.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go without my camera now. I'm gonna turn. I would love to see a. I don't want to see a remade or a remastered Twisted Metal. I want to see a new Twisted
Yeah.
Metal. New cars, new characters.
Yeah.
Put us in there. I'm all for that one.
I'm not a big fan of remasters. Just give me something new.
The only remasters I really loved were BioShock. The BioShock remasters really made a difference.
Those were done well. Yeah.
I truly enjoyed all the BioShock remasters, but I'm with you. I don't care for them. You know, a game that I think didn't get enough exposure or enough love was The Evil Within. I thought The Evil Within was phenomenal. I don't know if you guys.
I don't know what. I don't know if I just had a bad experience with that game or what. I remember watching a streamer play that, and she couldn't get through the very beginning. I don't know what happens in the beginning, but she could not get through it, and she just gave up on the game. And so now my like context in my head is like, oh, that's a really hard game, but I've never actually played.
It's Dark Souls esque. It's kind of like Dark Souls light.
Okay.
It's got about a third of the difficulty of Dark Souls, but
It's
same
like
thing,
so.
you get hit and you just die instantly. And it's
Okay.
kind of a bitch, but
Yeah. Yeah, one day maybe I'll pick it up on a sale. Like I said, I haven't actually experienced it. I've only seen like one person play it. It was like during a Halloween type thing. So
I think it had the perfect
letting
mix
streams
of
get to you, not so sad. Yeah, but isn't that one of the classic moments though when you see a streamer pick the wrong game to stream, like they're not ready for that game, and they put that on and they got to play it live? That's some comedy gold right there.
Right.
oh Tarkov. Oof.
Yeah, people
We're
jumping
really
into
gonna talk
Tarkov, people jumping into Sekiro.
Man, if you weren't ready for Tarkov and you were just like, oh, this is another first-person shooter, and you jumped into Tarkov without knowing anything about it, there's no way you played that for more than 15 minutes. You were just so over the difficulty of it. I mean, that is one hard-ass game to play.
It got even harder with the update.
The new update.
months ago.
To hell with that.
I haven't got back into it lately. Honestly, I played a lot. Played for several months before the wipe. But once they like redid the weight system and everything, I'm like, this is a little too realistic for me. I'm just gonna wait till more polish comes out. So we'll see. I still keep it updated, but find out if it's worth playing again.
Chuck, have you played Tarkov?
No, I don't know anything about it.
Feel glad for yourself. It's
Same.
well, we know you haven't, Flap. You and your
I
marble
think we could run it now.
marble laptop. Oh, now you
Right
can.
now.
Wow. Why the hate?
I'm
not
surprised
hate.
you're not playing Destiny with us, Flap.
It's love.
I could play Destiny before. I tell you what, it's kicking out a lot of heat. It's a hot card.
I think everybody's PC is a vortex of heat when you don't have proper ventilation.
Yeah, Dave. We're looking at you, Dave.
There's
Hey,
three of
Dave.
us here that all have central air installed in our homes.
Yeah, Shook, what's your problem?
Flap, is it still hot there?
It's raining,
Oh well, it's England.
so it's humid.
It's about 98 degrees here today, and that damn hurricane off the coast of Texas is making it humid as hell here too. Damn,
What's that in real temperature?
stupid hurricanes. I don't
10
know.
Celsius.
That's cold.
I think it's higher than 10. 30, 32? I don't remember. It's hot. It's hot. It's sun hot right now. I can't believe it. I can't believe so many people are bashing Tarkov. I actually truly loved it. I kind of wanted to like print out maps so I had them in front of me so I knew where I was going. Because when you get in there and you're trying to escape with whatever you got and whatever
Yeah.
you did, it's always hard to find the damn escape points.
It's a great game. I just feel like for where I'm at in my life, it is too hard. When I have 2 hours to game a night, if that, and I die and lose all my shit, then I gotta log off and go wipe my son's ass. That is not rewarding to me, thinking about how I lost everything, and here I am now taking care of my son, trying to lay him down. And I gotta do the same thing again tomorrow.
All right, I get to go back and lose everything again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean,
Well, I think that's what Felix was talking about last week. Is we don't mind grinding for something as long as we get to actually achieve it.
Yeah.
It just sucks when you have to grind at something and then you might get it, and that's exactly what Tarkov is. You can grind that game for 1,000 hours and not get what you needed.
That's why that's the Destiny itch right now, man. It's so popular amongst a lot of us in the group. Is there's grind, some of them huge, but the rewards are pretty cool usually. You know, when you finish it, there's a sense of pride and accomplishment that can't really find in any other game.
It's because we're old. We're all
Speak for yourself.
Shut up, fucker. Your body's older than any of ours.
My age starts with a 2.
That's valid. Mine does not.
Does anyone else's here?
You work in
Mine ends with a
construction,
2.
you're going to be 60 years old in a year.
Yes, but
25 going.
I'm young. I'm younger than not so I'm good.
Well, that's easy.
Hmm.
Shug, who's older? You are not so.
I don't know if I can say that on stream.
And all not so says he's younger than Dave. Thank you, Dave.
Who's got more grey? You're not so. Put it that way.
Definitely not so. That one's noticeable even on camera. Like that one's
Yeah.
noticeable.
Yeah, beautiful, lovely. Okay, looking
Wow,
good.
you guys hating on Touch of Grey, man. That's where it's at.
Shit, I got it. It's all right here. I covered.
No, that's ginger.
No, that's here, dumbass. I'm the only person.
Right. I'm balding.
See, I'm not balding back there. I'm balding up here.
Oh yeah, Christ.
Yeah, I'm not going to have that problem.
Mine's thinning right here.
Brozine's actually a werewolf.
Dude,
I have more hair than I know what to do with.
I guess that's one of the good things about not being able to like grow facial hair and stuff is I don't have to shave it every damn week.
Yeah.
I can trim it every now and again, but that's it.
Tomb, I remember you without a beard. Just a rock plain face.
Funny story. It's actually Flap who talked me into growing this the first time.
Oh,
and
really?
I have not shaved it since. Well, it was a combination of him and Sage. They were having a conversation about the fact that I should grow it. I said I would never grow it because of my military days. I always enjoyed being shaved. And
Yeah.
Then one day Flap said, "You should do it." And I was like, "No, I'm not doing it." He just kept being his little normally just naggy self. And finally Sage was like, "You should try it." And so I did. And now it's, once I got over people making fun of the fact that it's red, I'm good. Because I have brown hair, but a red beard. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
My beard goes red in the sun. Actually, it takes a minute, but if I'm out in the sun a lot, it'll start to turn red.
Natural.
Mine goes this color.
Like fireball orange.
Yeah. In the sun, it's
Wow.
really orange.
It's they've said it's like it's something with genetics that some people have the disposition to grow red facial hair.
I think it's.
Good luck.
Never knew anything about it, but there's movie stars who actually have done that, and they have to shave all the time because they're unwilling to go on camera that way.
Really?
In the UK, it's generally accepted if you have like red facial hair. It's a while ago, your family came from like the Netherlands or the Scandinavian countries.
What about Poland? Because that's where my family's from.
No.
No? Okay. Well, fuck me then. I'm not as close as I wanted to be. I thought you were going to say, like, came from royalty or came from something cool. And you were like,
No. If you trace it back, all of us come from royalty.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
except
Yeah.
for you dirty Americans, mudbloods.
Your blood is pure, right?
Wow, man.
Pure blood.
So on my dad's side, we can trace my family back to I think it's the late 1600s to this town.
Shit.
To the same town?
I can't even trace my family that far. Not even close. I can't even get out of the 1875 is about as far back as I can go.
What was the pub you said earlier, Flap?
It's the Ship Inn in Farnborough. It's
And when was
400
it?
Really called
when
the
was
Ship
it?
Inn?
Like
I tell you what, I will look.
You muted yourself, dummy.
Fuck you! I know I did it on purpose because I was about to start typing.
Oh, you were still talking. Cut off that your comment. You gonna share your screen for us?
I think he said the 1600 chick, so that's like his great grandparents.
Right, that's what I'm getting at. I think it traces back to that pub.
I wouldn't mind going to something like that. That'd be cool. That'd be an awesome time. Go get drunk in some place that's 450 years old.
Haunted.
Haunted. It's only things in the UK are haunted. Oh, are we gonna get a screen share? Maybe. Come on. There you go. Can we see pictures of it though? Like,
whoa.
Oh my god. He's
using
Microsoft Edge.
Oh no. Can we put him off here? Not so we need you back. Get him out of here.
He's violating the rules over here. He's using Edge.
The internet's breaking.
No wonder his computer's kicking out so much heat.
Flap, you're muted.
Keep on muting yourself, buddy. It's all right.
God damn it! Right, here we go. So it was also the venue of the first World Heavyweight Boxing Contest. 400 years old, roughly.
Is it a fucking castle?
Show us some photos, man. Okay.
Oh well.
I'm trying.
It's Edge. We're telling
Edge and Bing. There we go.
Oh my god, Bing.
Edge and
yeah, bro. Not feeling good.
Here you go. Look at it. Look at the lovely.
Somebody's gonna have to host this because I can't host it with him on here anymore. Sorry.
How's that? Oh, that's a different pub. That's a different pub.
They've done some renovation to it. Some good renovation, at least.
That's their profile.
God, it just,
the icons.
Oh my god!
I can't even take this, man. Oh my god!
I'm removing that shit off here. I'm done. I can't deal with it. God, you so when you brought out the controllers and you showed us the tangled cords, like that's an immediate. He's not very organized, and then you show me that as the desktop. I'm done. You know where
I just tidied it up.
What?
I just tidied it up. Hold on.
You're a hoarder.
What's wrong with it?
Okay. Does anybody in chat think that this is okay?
So I've got my bin. This is some launchers right here. Let's see.
Rosine's face is turning red.
And then games. And then over here I've got, these things. It's all. I know exactly where everything is.
When's the last time that you played Thief Simulator?
Where is it?
Oh man, where is it? He says, "Where is it?" That is the exact point I'm trying to make. You have to ask where it is.
All right, but I've got a trick. Ready? I do this, and then I say I want to play Skyrim. I hit S. Nope. S. Nope. S. Nope.
What?
Somewhere.
Oh,
why don't you just type it into the search bar like everyone else?
Right, I don't have Skyrim installed. That was a bad analogy. Give me something else.
Oh no, this is not good.
Why? What's wrong with it? Look, 7 days, boom, right there. Minecraft, right there.
For those listening audio only, there are 9,000 games on the homepage, and he's trying to arrow tab target the game he wants to play.
Yeah? Look, I do have Skyrim, right there.
Wow,
yeah,
I think we need to show.
After 8 minutes.
I think we all need to show our desktops and
8 minutes, Flap. Like that hurt my soul, man.
Stop judging me. You guys are horrible.
No, I will not stop judging you.
All right, Tim, let's see your desktop.
All right, I am trying to get there. Let me move everything out of the way.
I gotta delete all my icons real quick.
You gotta clean up real quick.
That is my
anyway.
Oh, that's nice and clean.
Wow. I don't have any backdrop.
He's using it as a quick advertisement.
Yeah.
Are we going to see any payment?
You asked. I hate you so much. God, I hate you. I don't even know why I'm on here with you.
Because
there's nobody in this world that I love to hate more than you.
Well, the podcast needs some comedy, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah, just to look at you.
Oof.
This is my very simplistic.
Yeah, it's good.
Anything I'm playing This is all my vacation stuff that is temporarily here.
Wait a second. You've got that Microsoft Edge shortcut too.
Well, that came with the Windows update. You're right. I can probably just remove that right now. But like any type of game or editing software that I want to go to, I just leave it on here.
For those of you audio only, there's about 16 on there. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's like a little area on the corner.
There was an Edge, but it got fixed. So
yeah,
ding ding points.
That's a sin. That's on me.
Flap, we're looking at you. Fix this shit. All right, Chip.
All right.
You. See,
that's
very simplistic.
What's wrong with you guys?
Nice and
Two
clean.
icons. Nice and
All right, here you go. I'll share mine once again. Boom.
Is that your second monitor or something?
Yeah. That's good, man.
That was clean, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I actually was just like Flap for the longest time, and then I met Natso, and Natso gave me shit for it every time he'd see it. I mean, I'd probably say 10 or 15 times he bullied me, and finally I changed my ways, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to use that damn search bar at the bottom. Now I just open Steam, and all my games are there. So
I don't have the time to sort that shit out. I don't even sort my socks out. I wear odd socks.
Did you just say odd socks?
Yeah.
Do you have holes in your socks, Flap? All of your socks?
Some of them. How else you get?
I know all your shoes have holes in them. So see, Natso said it. Natso's got it. Steam organizes it for you.
All right, but then I got to open Steam instead of just clicking the icon.
It opens Steam anyway. It still runs in the background.
Yeah, but I can't alt tab to it, can I? I've got to click.
No damn sense.
I've got to click the icon.
Excel documents all over the desk.
I think I saw a Stadia icon in Flaps.
We always come back to the Stadia. Oh man! For those of you that have missed the previous episodes, go back and watch Flip out about it.
Nah, it's not worth it.
See, not so. Mine's auto start too.
Mine's auto start, but it starts minimized, and I don't open it. Why would I open it? Click the icon for the game I want to fucking play.
If it starts, oh gosh, your logic.
What? Hey, Flap, if you right click on your Steam, what are the top games that come up that you play often?
For who?
Oof.
Like on the taskbar, if you right click on Steam, what are the top games that come up for you?
I don't even want to see your Steam library.
Same.
My library. All right, hold on.
It's probably in thumbnail mode.
Right.
Yes.
Here we go. It's coming. Let me just remember how to.
17 days later.
Shut up. But beautifulness. Oh, I got Destiny.
But see, like, this is why you don't need all of those shortcuts.
Why?
It's not that hard to open Steam.
Yeah, but then I've got instead of just clicking the button that I want, it's an extra button.
Oh, your logic just baffles me some days.
You're just jealous because I'm smarter.
Wow. I have, whenever I turn on my computer, I have Discord on auto start, I have Steam on auto start, and then I'll auto start one Google Chrome tab or whatever I've had open for Google Chrome before.
So the reason I don't have it on most things on auto start is because I've only just gone to an SSD. And it used to take 10 minutes to start up.
See, that is good logic. See, that makes sense. That is logic that makes sense.
And I'm lazy.
You can't run auto start because you're lazy? That's the complete opposite.
I have to set it up, and I can't be bothered to set it up.
You don't have to click the auto start.
But I can't be bothered to set it up.
It's time to upgrade to M2 anyways, so.
I want M2. I get like an hour a week on a computer. I'm not going to spend that goddamn time setting up auto start.
You could literally be done with auto start right now if you had started 2 seconds ago. Just toggle on.
Do you use Windows Magnifier?
Thanks,
Dave. All right, we've given Flap his due beatings. I'd like to transition really quick. This last week we were supposed to have a business update from Team Sirius, and it's a unique opportunity that we get another one of the business partners on stream with us here. doing the podcast. We always have Natso on, but Natso, in my eyes, I see him more as the gamer streamer Natso. I don't really connect the dot with him being one of the business partners, even though he definitely is. Shooky here is one of our business partners for Team Sirius. He's got the down low on what's going on business side for Team Sirius. So I'm going to give him about the next 3 to 5 minutes just to give us an update on what he's working on, what the team is working on behind the scenes so that we can have a business update. After that, we'll go around the horn with closing remarks, where we can find you guys, and then we'll be out of here. So, Shook, go ahead for a few minutes and update us on what's going on.
Cool. Thanks, Tim. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Shook and Flap.
I'm so glad somebody else did this.
I'm Shooky Rockstars, whatever. You can find me on Team Sirius on the admins for the Discord. And like Tombstone said, I am one of the partners that's working with Natso and Ramazy. Us three are the business partners for Team Sirius. What we do is we work everything on the business side when it comes to Team Sirius. So anything that's money or anything that's advertising, anything that's running a business, that's what we do. We focus on to make this whole thing happen, which is why it's been growing the way it has been. So a couple of things that we're working on growing our social media following. So we're working on getting more followers, doing more advertising, and also working with a couple other sponsors on the side. And there's a lot of good news coming for Team Sirius here in a little bit. We've been working really hard, as long with Flap as well, with the marketing team, and Twitter, IG, Facebook. So those are the main three that we've been focusing on right now. A couple updates for you guys. We will be seeing a few changes here in a little bit with the actual business structure, and it's going to be coming out probably in the next following weeks, like maybe 1 or 2 weeks, where we'll actually be an actual entity pretty soon. And we'll be going forward with the business side. So just kind of let you guys know, Natso handles more of the technical side. So that's kind of what Tomb was saying. He sees him more of a streamer, gamer guy, but he also works on all the technical stuff. So anything that has to do with technology, Natso is the lead on that. Anything that has to do with other kinds of business, me and Ramazy take lead for that. And we're working on a lot of things, guys, that you will see and you'll hear from us pretty soon, announcing as soon as it's finalized within the next following week. So just keep a heads up on everything. Mainly right now, the biggest focus is getting these tournaments going. We've been doing a lot with the tournaments, and I don't know if you guys have been active on the Discord, but you've seen I brought in some FIFA guys, and those are all international guys that have been in there. So we're focused on expanding, but not just domestic. We're focused on expanding internationally as well. So we're bringing in a bunch of new people, new crowd, and testing out a lot of things with the console guys and everything like that. As far as just PC, we're actually going to consoles as well. So other than that, Tomb, I think that's all I got for now. Like I said, there's good stuff coming up in the next following weeks, but we got to finalize that before we can make an announcement. So that's pretty much it on the business side.
All right. So thanks for the update, man. I know Team Sirius is working hard behind the scenes. I'm a part of your guys' mod team, and I get a chance to kind of see that firsthand in the direction. So I kind of wanted the world to see the same thing I see. So let's go around the horn really quick. We'll start with Brozine. Just tell us where we can find you. Tell us any updates to your channel, any updates to life that you want to hit on, and then I'll close out and we'll be out of here.
Cool. Yeah, you can find me at Twitch TV/Brozine. Stream a lot of Destiny 2 currently, PvP and raiding primarily. And what do I have coming up? Oh, I'm going on vacation tomorrow, so I won't be here for a few days, but you can also find me on the podcast every other week. I try and tune in when I have time to get a spot on the show.
All right, Flap and Shook.
You can find me putting all of this shit away and also cleaning up my desktop, so people don't yell at me. Or on Twitter at Factsman.
Thanks for those fire videos, Flap. All right, Shook, go ahead.
All right, guys, and you can find me on the Team Sirius Discord. I'm on there, Shooky Rockstars. You guys want to reach out to me? We're always open as business-wise. We're always open to collaborating. We're always open to new ideas, new everything. We're not, just Team Sirius, but we also collaborate with different communities like Tombstones and Brozines, communities respective, right? We collaborate with a lot of people. So if you have any ideas, anything that you want to try to, see if you can get involved with, reach out to us in our Discord. We can link that in the description. I think Natsu already did. And then just hop on and just let any of the admins know, hey, I'd like to be a part of this, or I think this is a great idea. That's how we've had a lot of people reach out to us. They're like, hey, we want a FIFA tournament. Okay, cool, let's make it happen, and we do it. Hey, we have a business idea. What do you guys think about this? Shout out to a few of the admins who have been, on the business side, who have been, mentioning some ideas, and we've been making them happen for them. Shout out to all the mods that we have on Team Serious, Toom included. Shout out to the Twitter team, IG team, and Facebook team. And shout out to everybody who's working hard on the admin side for Team Serious as well to make things happen, such as this event today. But other than that, that's where you can find me, Discord on Team Serious.
Cool. And lastly, you can find me in two places. One is Team Serious' Discord. The other is UV's Discord. United Vindication. They've been kind of my community that's kind of helping build me up and helping run some different style. We're all reaching for same goals, but we have different ways of doing it. So Team Serious and UV working hand in hand, a lot of collaboration, like Shuki said, whether it's filling in here on podcast or whether it's just working together in gaming. These two communities are more alike than I can tell you. They just do things a little bit differently, have a different mentality. One's more professional than the other, I guess. With that being said, you can find me twitch.tv/XX Tombstone XX. Been streaming a lot of Deadlight, going to be moving into Destiny 2 as we get closer to the drop of the DLC. Once again, a shout out to Team Serious for everything you guys do for us. We love you guys, especially you business partners, admins, mods, and just the members of Team Serious who make every day so much fun. Please jump into the Discord, be active if you can. Major shout out to our sponsors, Picks Backpacks, Rogue Energy, Gamer Grind Coffee, GT Racing Chairs. You guys are fantastic. Thanks for backing us up. Make sure you guys are using those discount codes whenever you go there, because then you can support us while getting something nice for yourself. Outside of that, guys, this has been another fun episode 9. We're going to move into episode 10 next week, where we start to tackle some of these newer topics. As we are on episode 10, so we're 10 weeks into this project. It's been a lot of fun. But Shook, thanks for joining us, man. I know this was a little bit out of the ordinary. We really appreciate your time. Outside of that, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. We love you guys. Brosine, enjoy your vacation.
Thanks, man.
You have a lot of fun. I know you need it. You need it just the way that the rest of us do. So outside of that, you guys jump in the Discord, be as active as possible, jump into these tournaments, and have a good time. And as always, stay serious.
Bye. Buy our merch.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, buy the merch. That's exactly what we're here to say. See you guys.